Hi, my name is Victoria and today's video I'm going to try something completely new but I've never done before. I will wash 100% wool in a washing machine at 60 degrees and let it spin. Everyone knows you're not supposed to wash wool in a washing machine because it will shrink and ruin the cloth. However, this time I'm going to do it deliberately to see what happens and what can I do with that fabric after all.
This is that the fabric looked before washing, and this is how it looks after washing. Let me check how much smaller it has become. The fabric has shrunk by 20%. It was originally 1 meter and now it's only 80 centimeters. I find it quite impressive how much shorter it has become. The fabric is now firmer and thicker. What happened during washing is that the fabric became felted. Cleaning such a product should be gentle and only possible through the hand washing at 30 degrees. I have decided to make a backpack with a very minimalistic design, which would suit this fabric very well. There are two ways to get this pattern. You can either visit my pattern shop and buy this pattern for little money, or you can sign for membership in Patreon, where you can download most of my patterns at no extra cost. Many of my patterns are also available in French and German. Simply print all files, cut out the pattern pieces and tape them together. Fold the fabric and use clips to hold the patterns in place. The seam allowance is already included in the pattern, which I think makes the sewing easier. You will need 2 pieces from the outer fabric. Do the same with the lining fabric, you will need 2 pieces as well. Find the center by folding the front piece in half. Mark 3 cm at the top and bottom. Draw a line between the 2 points. I fold the fabric and make a small cut to make it easier to cut in the middle. Place the front wool piece on a lining piece and secure them together with clips and sew around the cutout. This will be where the zip goes. I'm trying this technique for the first time and I think it works particularly well with this fabric. Make another small cut and then cut through completely. At the end, make sure to cut into the corners without cutting the seam. It is very important. Now the lining goes to the back and I will press the fabric to make the zip opening look neat. Iron several times in the same spot to soften the fabric and shape it properly. I use a 40 cm zip and place this underneath. I prefer here to work very slowly and hand tucking the zip in the place before sewing. This ensures it doesn't shift. Now I sew it with a machine. You can use a foot like that to sew right along the edge to secure the zip well. I sew here very slowly directly on the zip to make sure the needle doesn't hit the metal and break, what happened every so often to me. You can leave the presser foot and move the zip pull out of the way when necessary. Again, so slowly to avoid breaking the needle. You can trim this fabric if you like, but it doesn't really matter, you can leave it like that, uncut. Now sew the lining pieces together, stitching only the sides, left and right, and leaving an opening at the bottom. Now I'm going to prepare the back piece. Again, mark the center as we already did before. Take 2.5 centimeter D rings and make 2 stripes 10 centimeter long of the webbing. Place them 10 cm from the center on both sides. Sew the front and back piece of a backpack together. As always, secure them with the clips before sewing. When sewing, pay special attention to ensure the fabric layers don't shift. The fabric is quite thick and tends to slide a little bit. Turn the backpack right side out. Now watch how I do it. You reach through the lining opening with your hand, rub the top parts from the inside of the backpack and pull them through. I take two 40 cm pieces of webbing and use a safety pin to thread them through the shoulder strap. Make the same for both sides and sew them in place. I sew over and over the same spot 3 times during the fabric each time because I'm worried about breaking the needle again. Now you see how I'm doing it. I pull on the webbing gently to avoid tearing the fabric. Everything is coming together now and you can see the shape of the backpack more clearly. Now I press the fabric again. I iron 7 times in the same spot to soften the fabric so I can shape it better. Use 2.5 cm sliders for more flexibility with the straps. Do the same for both sides. It is not difficult. Pause the video if I'm doing it too fast. I've done this so many times, I think I could do it with eyes closed. Sew the straps now in place. Finally, the last step, close the opening in the lining with clips and sew it shut. It is finished and I absolutely love this bag. It feels so good. It is very nice to touch and to hold. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts about this project and how much you learned, what you find very interesting. Stay in touch and see you in the next video.